If you move how you wanna move, get lost in the work that you gotta do to be someone better. You can grow into something new. I could be anything that I set my mind to. I do what I need, I can push right through. Fight through those things that are holding me back from the life that I like to have. I'm like, give me time, I'll be just fine. You thought I was worth leaving behind? Get out of your mind, I'll come back better than ever, no matter the weather. Greater than I've ever been, that's my new endeavor. Woo. I work hard so the sweat coming off my chin. On par with the greatest that I've ever done it. I'm new, coming back better than before. But don't look at me, cause you close the door. So watch out and fear me now. I can get real mean if you tell me out. I can get real green, got me hulking now. I don't forget those things, don't hear me loud. I focus on myself, I focus on my health. The greatest revenge is building up yourself. Your life and your drive, building up your wealth. Becoming something better than you've ever felt. If you got dreams that you're chasing, the fear in your life, stand up and face it. Ain't nobody coming to help, you're all alone in this world, in this life, embrace it. I know it might seem hard, it might seem tough, it may sound rough, but this state of mind will get you through a lot of stuff and keep you accountable to stay strong when it's tough. No help, I do it by myself, couldn't even tell it, I've been through well. But on the other side came a soldier, much bolder, standing broad shoulders. Step aside and give me the controller, I came here to win, I don't lose, high roller. I wanna be the best in the game, yeah I came to play and invest, stay colder. Push past all the pain that you're going through. It won't last if you move how you wanna move. Get lost in the work that you gotta do to be someone better. You can grow into something new. I could be anything that I set my mind to. I do what I need, I can push right through. Fight through those things that are holding me back from the life that I like to have. I'm like, give me time, I'll be just fine. You thought I was worth leaving behind? Get out of your mind, I'll come back better than ever, no matter the weather. Greater than I've ever been, that's my new endeavor. Woo. I work hard so the sweat coming off my chin. On par with the greatest that I've ever done it. I'm new, coming back better than before. But don't look at me, cause you close the door. So watch out and fear me now. I can get real mean if you tell me out. I can get life in your drive, building up your wealth. Becoming something better than you've ever felt. If you got dreams that you're chasing, the fear in your life, stand up and face it. Ain't nobody coming to help, you're all alone in this world, in this life, embrace it. I know it might seem hard, it might seem tough, it may sound rough, but this state of mind will get you through a lot of stuff and keep you accountable to stay strong when it's tough. No help, I do it by myself, couldn't even tell it, I've been through well. But on the other side came a soldier, much bolder, standing broad shoulders. Step aside and give me the controller, I came here to win, I don't lose, high roller. I wanna be the best in the game, yeah I came to play and invest, stay colder.
Coming into this, but likewise to Team Mauritius being undefeated coming in to this grand finals. Unfortunately, this is a best of 3 in the grand finals, but you know, this is a do or die situation. Winner takes all. So, bro, I'm super excited. I'm wondering who's going to play what. Are we going to see the respect bands, etc., etc., etc.? What are you thinking, and what is your feeling going into this match?
Well, South Africa have already faced up against Mauritius there, and they did win 2-0 in the group stages, getting all the way into the finals. But as things stand right now, anything can happen. It is the grand finals. These two teams know each other extremely well. We won't be having those lag issues that we previously had in other lobbies here because of the distance in location between countries. These two nations face off against one another on a very regular basis, both in our normal custom tournaments that we have for Mobile Legends, which is like right now almost weekly that we were featuring some tournament or the other. We would expect to see a lot of respects bans coming through. Both teams do know each other, as we said previously, very, very, very well. I wonder though if what's the strategy going through, because both teams would have been watching each other. I'm sure the captains have done the homework, their necessary due diligence and homework, and get into find out exactly what draft selections and picks are going to be there. But that's enough from both of us. Let's get into the actual drafting phase, shall we, Scarps?
Yeah, we shall, as we do see Super Shady picking up the first ban for Team South Africa. This is, we will see the respect coming in from both teams. Yeah, my apologies. I didn't know South Africa featured against Mauritius. I was streaming Zimbabwe. My bad. All right, we see that 56. Oh, Matilda Airways gets it banned out from Team SA. Let's go.
Who said there are no shortcuts in life? I literally invented one.
Team Mauritius respecting Team South Africa, getting rid of Chip. I mean, if we already know Team South Africa is probably one of the only teams that you will see banning Matilda in the 5-man rank scene. So we already know who we're facing off when we're in a 5-man rank. We see the Matilda ban.
Yeah. It's what you're not comfortable playing up against, as we do know. Well, both of us do know that the banning phases here won't probably be taking all that long. These two teams do know one another. There will be a lot of respect bans, but also at the same time it has to be respect with regards to combinations. There's potential combinations that you'd want to eliminate so that you can do what you need to do as well, because you have a rough idea of what kind of style of play you want to work with, and so you'll be trying to ban accordingly.
You see Team South Africa banning out Hylos. We're waiting for Super Brawny to ban. We did see Super Brawny picking up the baton in the match against Team Zimbabwe. Cool.
Yeah.
I see people saying they thought they were going deaf, but realizing it was you were not talking at that point of stage.
No, it's okay. But sometimes we do get minor glitches here and there. But as long as everyone can hear us now, we're back on track. We get the Granger ban coming out. Mauritius definitely watching that shady game with the Granger, the last one.
Yeah, indeed. So we do see Super Light with the final ban in the phase 1 banning phase for Team South Africa. We do see this timer counting down a lot more than the previous matches. So it's definitely strategizing taking place in this drafting phase. I do see some predictions here. Tigirl, Jawhead, or Kalia. So let's see.
Well, it is do or die right now. This is it. It's everything to play for. All the hard work that's been done over the last few days brings you up until this moment. And well, Scarps Ginkle, it was a lot of hard work from the players. If you think about it, those were some long days. I mean, between the two of us, and we just did South Africa and Zimbabwean streams. That was what, 11 hours of streaming just for that. I mean, and the players were there for that period of time as well. It was 7 hours and 4 hours. I mean, that's an insane stretch, especially for a game like Mobile Legends where your concentration has to be on point.
Yeah, bro. I mean, look, we clocked just below. Well, we actually clocked over half a day worth of content yesterday. So yeah, we were crazy busy. As we do see the Harris being the final phase 1 ban for the side of Team Mauritius.
So Team Mauritius are focusing Super Shady with two of the bans, and we're getting rid of the chip because they don't want to have that combination play coming through, where it could be a potential bit of danger. Though when it comes to a chip, if I'm up against a chip, the first thing I'm thinking about is Camilla. Chip just plays perfectly into a Camilla. Camilla's the one issue you could say with the Camilla ultimate is the fact that you gotta wait for people to be bunched up so you can land it to get the full effect. Chip's just doing your job for you.
Where there is light, there are also
Shady swapping out
shadows.
with Juju MC. Juju MC picking up. He has a first pick for Team South Africa. So Team Mauritius definitely needs to respect that diversion play from Luigi. That last match that we saw Juju MC with, that was wow, stellar.
I will expect to see the Sicilian potentially being picked up by the side of Mauritius to deal with the Yi. So it's like a bit of a counter engage, using range as the counter engage. Super Brawny going for that Badang pick. Badang has been nerfed to upscankle, but still very much viable.
Yeah, as we do see Darken picking up Parza. I mean, I have to agree that the Badang being nerfed. But look, the reason why Badang is being picked up is just for that exact reason, the set plays. I mean, Badang combines well and beautiful with a lot of heroes. I mean, he can set up for the Parza, as we do see Super Light picking up CC. And Velocity bringing in the Get.
I am the bastion of order.
Yeah, so CC can have a decent time up against a Badang in the XP lane. Does quite well. Although I was thinking that they might go for the hard counter with the Phoveus. Phoveus is Badang's worst nightmare.
Yeah, well, that is true. But I mean, CC does play well against the Badang as well. But we do know, Team South Africa with those quick rotations. I don't think they will be too worried about the Badang. But we could see that pressure going onto the XP lane as we've experienced in the previous matches. As we do see Shah showing us Bill as Suyu is being picked up by Team Mauritius. So into phase 2, into the drafting phase, as we see Nabs will bring in the first ban in phase 2 in this draft system.
Suyu, very, very strong jungle pick, as we all know, and there isn't really much hard lockdown on the side of South Africa right now. They will be relying on that avatar of Guardian around the team fights just to delay it at that special moment in time, especially around objectives. Looks like Mauritius banning out a respect ban coming through here for Lindo's Fanny. There has been featuring the Fanny yesterday to great effect, so a respect ban from the side of Mauritius. South Africa, what will they be looking at banning out here? They will probably be looking at giving Super Shady a better time on the gold lane, so he will be stating, probably have on screen what he wants to pick on the gold lane, because there is a few picks still available. Maybe they want to try and do that. Well, they are trying to eliminate the Badang Tigreal combination. That's actually quite a deadly combo.
So very interested. Yeah, it's not sorry. I lost connection, so I can't see what's going on with the draft at this point of stage.
Alright, let me just put this up on screen for you. So the Joy ban coming through as the final 2 bans. So it's Team Mauritius focusing Lindo here, not wanting to let Lindo have those 2 jungles that he has been using to very great effect. Kalia as the final ban for the side of Teams SA. Again, Kalia fills a similar role to Tigreal, except with a ton of extra mobility and not that AoE CC. She can just pick up one person in that Tsunami Slam, but I mean that Tsunami Slam's range is just wow. just like it's nuts. I didn't expect it to be that far until we obviously got to see the Kalia live in action. I mean, all those videos you can watch from the advanced server don't matter much.
Now Akai enters the scene.
No, indeed so, bro. So, yeah, this is where we'll be going into this match very shortly. So, viewers, this is the time that you press that like, share, and subscribe button. We do appreciate the support. Oh, Dab Cookies with a Kai. Lindo showing us Hanzo. Will it be Hanzo, though?
Well, we'll get to see. That Nab Cookies with the Akai pick, that's clever. It's the Akai Badang Farsa combination. So Badang goes in with a second skill, Heavy Spin follows up from the Akai, and then Farsa just bombs from above. So they do need a bit of backline dive. That's why Lindo is hovering around potential jungles here. So he's going for the Hayabusa pick. So you need that, especially up against a Farsa. Farsa's ultimate range is massive. So you having that Hayabusa in with that Shadow Kill at least allows you to get that Farsa out of the equation quite quickly. Super Shady going for the 1-1. I think we might see that Erythel being locked on by Nabs. But so this is going to be a real battle here. This is going to be a high skill battle, especially up until level 4. So Nabs has to be a bit aggressive on the Erythel, has the mobility to try to escape all the weak points being procced on that crossbow tanks, because once it gets to level 4 and 1-1 gets that crossbow tank up and running, it's something else. The amount of damage you're going to be sustaining is not going to be a pleasant time in the lane. And especially with Super Shady going for the Inspire pick. Inspire is not the most common spell you see on a marksman, though it is quite common on a 1-1. Gives her that extra bit of sustainability in the lane up against an Erythel in the early part of the game. So, as we see, the teams are loading in. It's quite quick loading time. It's into the game. It's the grand finals. I hope you're all ready for some crackerjack action. It's South Africa versus Mauritius in this best of 3 first game. Recall spams coming out. We're gonna see an opposite rotation going in from the side of Madagascar, side of Mauritius. They are looking to try to get into the XP lane, put a little bit of pressure, giving the Badang the space that he needs to try to do what he needs to do. A lot of what they have planned comes down to the Badang. As we see once more, South Africa making that quick rotation. They want to put a lot of pressure here onto the gold lane, so they have made that rotation across. Though Nabs on that Erythel scouting out, understanding that there is a potential danger coming through here. The mid lane waves is going to be clashing here in the midst of all of this.
Yeah, we do see that.
Yeah, so as we can see right now, as Scoutjago gets his mic set up, this continuation of the pressure onto the Erythel. Akai is into the mix, getting a little bit of protection in there. The yin-yang combination almost coming out. The shadow kill is there from the Hayabusa, but Erythel manages to escape all the damage. It's going to be Lindo underneath the turret, taking a bit of damage. A couple of turret hits in there, but nothing too bad. He's just going to be able to heal back up. Gatto scouting out there, doesn't want to allow Suyu to come in with a counter engage, allowing the Lu Yi to get that farm there in the mid lane. The taunt landing. Will we see the yin-yang combination come out? Almost Suyu into the mix charge. Yes, slightly off the mark, almost landing the stun onto Juju MC there. CC, meanwhile, wanted to go for a bit of a lane cut, but opting against it. It is quite dangerous right now. Meanwhile, there is some action here in the mid lane. Gatto taken down to just below half health. We'll be hoping to get a bit of heals from the blue buff, but is in position to scout out. CC already that level 4, but if you're going to be comparing the effect of a CC, oh, there's going to be Lindo. He's dancing around, gets the shadow kill out. Oh, and the first blood. fast fingers from Lindo. What a play from him. That was beautifully done. Oh, Badang gets the knockback onto Lindo. Lindo is just trying to get as much farm as he can, dancing around those shadows. Already in position here. The turtle has been pulled. It's CC at velocity who want to get that zoning. Oh, there's the taunt that lands onto the Akai. He does have the heavy spin, but Suyu into the mix. Finally getting the pick up onto Lindo there. It's 2-1 to the favor of Mauritius. Oh, make that 3. It's a solo kill. Erudel taking down the 1-1. Oh, but there's the Avatar of Guardian, but Nabs, he senses that something was off. He manages to escape, pops the sprint, so it's gonna be the turtle. And 2 kills going in the favor of Mauritius. They picked up a 1k gold lead. Akai wants to go in on this velocity on that Gato. He manages to dash back to safety. If Akai did go in, he had that heavy spin to pin the Gato against the wall. That could have been proved to be fatal. So Mauritius now, they've got this early game lead, a bit of butt between their teeth. And with that composition, that could prove to be dangerous. However, we do have Team South Africa. They do have the Lui there. Those diversion plays from the Lui can change the course of events really quickly. The full 4-man from South Africa are in the mid lane, waiting for a potential gank. Meanwhile, on the gold lane, there is a lot of chaos happening here. Super Shady using that mobility from the 1-1 to try to stay safe. Team SA, they're in response. They're waiting for the camp here in the mid lane. As Shah on the Suyu check in the bushes, but Team SA decide to back off. Respecting the early game damage that comes through from Team Mauritius. Oh, there's the stun. The heavy spin. Nice flicker from Juju, but he's going to get caught in that feathered airstrike. The Avatar of Guardian comes through, but it's not on the mark. However, it's the shadow kill coming out from the Hayabusa, but the target being switched to Akai at the last second. He doesn't manage to get the kill. It's 10 seconds to the turtle. Mauritius will have time to heal up and get back into the mix. So CC just clearing the wave, but Dang having a slightly faster wave clear there in that XP lane, as Gato has pulled the turtle to his side, but we'll be waiting for the CC to come and join in. It's going to be difficult for the Hayabusa to land this objective, especially with the heavy spin being available from the Akai. 1-1 makes the rotation, wants to land that crossbow tank, takes a lot of damage with that headshot from the Suyu, but however, there's CC into the front line, but Dang lands that first crack into the heavy spin, but it's Avatar of Guardian in the backline as a counter engager. South Africa on the move. Shadow kill into the backline. Oh, Hayabusa, he manages to get one and escapes. It's going to be a full team wipe. It is a full team wipe. Team SA bringing it back as they establish a bit of a gold lead, some dominance here. It's about 2k gold lead, actually about a 3k gold lead. They take the turtle, they go for the invade. It's Hayabusa split pushing on the top. They have taken a mid lane turret. What a beautifully executed team fight from Team SA. Mauritius, they had the advantage, but as we said earlier, it just takes one moment. That quick rotation there from the 1-1 allowing things to get set up. It was wonderfully executed team fight there from South Africa. How are Mauritius going to respond? They went in with that Badang combo. There's going to be the diversion play. Where will we see them make that move to? The full team decide to go all the way across here. They want to push a tier 2 turret down. Everybody is around the tier 2 turret. They're trying to get this down as quickly as possible. However, there's a feathered airstrike from the fast on the shadow killers to the backline. The Avatar of Guardian is in there. Oh my goodness. Lindo on that Hayabusa, showing how deadly he can be, taking down the Suyu. So it's a 1-for-nothing trade underneath the tier 2 turret in the mid lane. Buffs have been stolen here. Hayabusa picking up the buff, taking it away from the Suyu. It's 20 seconds. Next turtle will be up. It is going to be the third and final turtle. Will we see Team South Africa take this turtle, or maybe wait for the 8-minute Lord? It's going to be an actual decision that they have to make, because right now it is going to be really close timing. Oh, the full 5-man from Mauritius are in the mid lane. The feathered airstrike did come out. Erithel is trying to reposition. Suyu is in the front there, dishing out the damage. There's the heavy spin combination with the Badang, but Team SA with the counter engagement, the dive into the back line as they take down 3. Like that. It's a 3-for-2 exchange. The combination from Mauritius was on point, did work out, but Team SA with that counter engagement managing to turn the team fight in their favor. As we do hear that sound, we don't even have to wait to see if anybody was trying to take that turtle before it turned into a Lord. There's gonna be a Lord. That team fight making sure of that happening, as we just get to see everybody's balls being picked up here on screen. You can see what all the players are cooking. CC once more frontlining. Gatto joining in here as CC's trying to get that Akai down low. They don't want the Akai anywhere close to this Lord because that heavy spin, one of the best skills in the game for securing neutral objectives. The turtle, the red buff, being taken once more from the side of SA, but there's a fight. It's a crossbow tank. Super Shady taking down Erithel there on the gold lane, knowing that the split push was on. There's the feathered airstrike from the far side. The full combination come through. It's heavy spin into the first crack from the Badang. It's going to be Velocity getting up a kill, making that a double kill, but the skill shot to the head ends the life of Hayabusa. Shadow kill, not enough to save him. But it's a 3-for-1 exchange with the Lord. 1-1 trying to get the front of the taunt comes through. Wonderfully done by the Gatto there, setting up the kill for Super Shady, as it's going to be unstoppable for the 1-1 pass off at the airstrike, just ensuring that they can clear and keep these tier 3 turrets safe. But this will be the third and final tier 2 turret. Downward, oh my goodness, Erithel sensing the opportunity. Erithel slowly coming online, dishes out the damage. It's going to be CC with the ultimate. 1-1 trying to get those crossbow tanks set. The heavy spin from the Akai. 1-1 pinned up against the wall. Shut down going the way of the Erithel. The Badang with the first crack against the wall, but super light there, using those super fast fingers and managing to dodge to safety with the CC. Turns around for a bit of a counter engage, but oh, there's Erithel throwing out that armor buster. There's the Avatar of Guardian, does not manage to catch on to anybody. The mid lane is going to be pushed in here. The numbers advantage is on the side of Team Mauritius right now, but will they really want to go in? It's the Vengeance coming out from the CC. The mid lane wave being secured here as Juju MC back into the mix, making sure that his mid lane turret stands throughout the course of this game. Diversion play, but has been scouted out. There's the engagement. It's on to Darken there on the Farsa. Farsa turns around, hits that feathered airstrike. Badang with the combination. There's the setup. It's going to be the heavy spin as well. Erithel is into the mix, but Erithel taking so much damage from the CC. The shutdown is there. Suyu trying to do something as Hayabusa picks up the double. There's the Avatar of Guardian. They managed to catch up to Darken on the Farsa. It's Suyu. He's trying to do something. He gets engaged upon. It's another team wipe going the way of Team SA. 5-2. The blade is going to be pushed in. Could this be the moment? It's 10 seconds. Oh my goodness. The wave spawning up at just the right time. Will this give Team Mauritius enough moment in time to defend this? I don't know about this. The damage is coming through. It's going to be, they'll try to do something. The base is being locked on. It's going to be, 2 taken down, but that was just enough for the CC to swing that deadly yo-yo of hers to full effect and get something going, ending this game. So South Africa taking drawing first blood in this best of 3 series. It was super light on the CC, picking up the MVP 6-0 and 7. Not often you get to see your XP laner not die during the course of a matchup. So well played, super light there, as we just get the stats up for everybody to see, and then we will be heading into the second match. This could be the penultimate match. It could be the ultimate match. Can South Africa take this in a clean sweep? This is a best of 3. Grand finals, best of 3. Will South Africa clutch this out 2-0? Will Mauritius be able to even this out and finally take us into a game 3? We've been waiting for a game 3. We haven't got a game 3 throughout the entire course of this evening, but into the match we will go. Gonna get back into the lobby. The teams are ready. The teams are set. We're just gonna be waiting for the players to fully ready up, and we will be heading on into the next match in this best of 3. The votes are coming through in the poll. 82% of the votes have gone the way of Team SA at this moment in time. Where are the Mauritius fans? Where are they? Are they in the house? We're just gonna be waiting. So once again, hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I know there's a lot of you tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this. This is South African national team up against the Mauritius national team in this grand final, brought to us by the IESF in conjunction with the MSSA and well the various organizations from across the different countries. It is the test match grand final. South Africa taking first blood in the best of 3, drawing that first blood, getting that 1 on the board, that first W on the board. As we will be waiting for the teams, we see Shady saying that they're going to be starting now. The players are almost readied up. We're just waiting for everybody to click that ready. I hope they're all as excited as the rest of us are. South Africa on the verge of victory, on the verge of taking home the trophy, but we cannot count Mauritius out. They have the potential, they have the ability to be able to draw this 1-1. But into the drafting phase we go.
I am not the only one bound by these chains.
So Phobia's ban coming out from the side of South Africa. South Africa is super shady going for that Phobias as the ban out there. They do want that means there's a possible Badang pick. They might be thinking, hey, let's go for the Badang pick. It worked out quite nicely. We don't want to really use a ban to ban a Badang, but we might as well be able to pick him up. As Mauritius miss out a ban, and it's a quicker ban coming through here from South Africa on that Alucard.
You should be ashamed for not trusting yourself.
Looks like they might be going for a bit of a test run here, just to make sure that the signal is fine.
Alpha is online.
Might have been a little bit of a lag issue.
Engines roaring and ready to go.
Dragonborn is back.
So we will have a bit of a test run right now. If you're wondering why there's going to be so many quick fixes so quickly, it's just we're doing a quick lobby test so you can everybody can see that the lag issues have been sorted out.
I see lots of prey.
Thorns remain, should petals fall.
Kill all at once! I'm Yin, and I won't lose myself, no matter what!
Right, so it's just going to be a bit of a test run through here.
Fancy a game or two?
For both teams. We'll get to see a little bit of a skirmish, maybe a bit of a brawl here in the mid lane as we do the lobby test.
I am Scorpio, devourer of the stars!
This is, as we know, this is the grand finals with all of you tuning in here. It's hostile. This is just a test. We're doing an MS test to make sure that everything is running smoothly. We don't want to see any bit of unfortunate lag issues.
You mean like what I was just experiencing?
Yeah. So, Scoutskankle, we do have the test run going, so I'll just put the screen up. We can all watch the test together. It is a test match after all, so we might as well just test everything. So, for everybody tuning in right now, South Africa has won the first game in this best of 3, though there was a little bit of issues with the potential lag from the side of Team Mauritius. So we're just going to be getting into a bit of a test run here. As you will see, the players are going to be testing out to make sure that everything is okay. And it seems like everything is okay. They got into the lobby. There was no lag issues. So nicely done. We will see the team swap out because in the first matchup, South Africa was the first pick, first ban. So we will expect the teams to be swapping out in the next one. I'm not sure. This confuses me, right? I don't know. Maybe the viewers at home can explain this to me. How is it possible for Super Shady to pick up an MVP when nothing happened? I don't know. I'm now starting to really think that the dark system's real.
Who said there are no shortcuts in life?
Alright, so the chip
literally
ban coming out for
invented
the
one.
side of Mauritius right off the bat. As we would expect to see that.
I am not the only one bound by these chains.
Phoveus as the counter ban coming through. So as we said previously, when you see a Phoveus ban, you will be expecting a potential Badang pickup. CC as the ban coming through. This is a definite respect ban from Mauritius. Respecting Super Light's CC performance in the last game. Oh, but banning out the Badang as well. So wanting to get rid of the potential combination play that Mauritius had going for them. That combination of a Kai Badang proving to be somewhat effective. Though with the counters that they had with the backline dive from
there are also shadows.
Gatto with that avatar of Guardian, just disrupting the major damage that could come through from the Farsa, cancelling out the ultimates really quickly. Louis
What a
ban.
time to have network issues. Can you just please pop up your screen for me, please?
Alright. So as we see, it's going to be the Louis ban coming out for the side of Team Mauritius, and picking up the Granger. Not wanting to let Super Shady go on the Granger. Going for the Granger pick early, but oh, Lindo going for that Fanny. Very early with a Fanny pick. That's quite something, especially considering there's the Cho still available, the Kufra pick is still available, Franco as well, Kaja to a certain degree though. I don't think we've featured a Kaja at all in this IESF test matches.
Kaja is very silent.
Payback time.
Getting picked up by Juju MC. We know Juju MC loves his Parza and is very deadly with that Parza, especially with that feather airstrike. Just quickly catch me up. What happened with the first match?
So South Africa took the victory in the first game.
Oh, okay, so this is a more bad situation here for Team Mauritius.
Yeah, so right now, it's going to be the final two picks in the first phase. Oh, the Zushin still being available, Zushin being picked up. Gosu Kado going for that Kalia pick. So that's going to be quite a good one, providing that nice bit of CC. But will this be a Kalia on the
Protect lives.
on the XP lane? I think so, because Nabcook is just swapping out there with Darken and going for the Hylos. Hylos with the Revitalize spell to provide sustained frontline, sustained tankiness there with the Hylos pick. Super Light, final pick here for Team SA. He would realize that he's up against a Kalia on the XP lane. So what will he be looking to lock onto here to deal with that sustain and heals that come through from the Kalia?
The current favorite to counter Kalia is a Vincitar. So, we haven't seen Team South Africa play with Vincitar yet, as we do see Super Shady picking up Harris.
Yeah, Harith was always going to be an option, especially with the Granger first pick coming through there. As long as you avoid the first kill coming through from the Granger, you're going to have a fun time as a Harith. Has the Purify spell in there, possibly to be worried about what's going to happen with the Kalia. Might want to swap it out to Vengeance, depending on how messy these fights could prove to be, and we'll know that from the draft. Equilibrium, Team South Africa banning out the Hayabusa. And what will Mauritius be responding with? It's Darken with the next ban for them.
Yeah, very interested to see how this one is going to play out, though. So a Darken using that 50-second barrier, picking out Hilda. We did see Team South Africa picking up the Hilda in the semi-finals.
Yeah. Hilda is... we know the early game potential of a Hilda. Whether on the XP, whether on the roam, very, very quick rotations, and especially if you're going to be picking up an assassin jungle, he's going to be giving that assassin jungle nightmares.
Find a way.
Team South Africa banning out Vexana. So that gets rid of the set plays for a mage. Vexana, a very strong mage. But let's see what Shah does respond with for Team Mauritius.
Yeah, Hylos and Vexana always prove to be a deadly combination. And with that Eternal Guardian, can be used as a bit of a disruption. Oh, interesting here from Mauritius doing their homework, knowing that Team South Africa do like to pick up that Jawhead for the early game potential. Jawhead is one of those heroes in a 1v1 situation. Even with a tank pull, it really does dish out the damage. And so getting rid of that, a Super Light looks like he wants to lock onto the Cho, potentially to deal with the Granger. And well, if they pick up a Joy, Way of the Dragon is one of those skills that can shut down any high mobility hero.
Yeah, that is true, as we do see Darken showing us Zushin. This will be the first time that on my end I will be seeing Zushin in this tournament.
Yeah, Zushin is, if you're going to be a roam, it's just such an annoyance to deal with a Zushin. But maybe potentially going for that Valentina pick, because Valentina will be able to steal the ultimates from... Well, right now there's some tasty ultimates going in here. And at the same time, it does potentially stop Team South Africa from picking up, say, a big set tank like a Tigreal, because already Darken can steal the Cutthroat from the Fanny, the Feathered Airstrike from the Fasa, the Way of the Dragon from the Cho.
Yeah, there's juicy ults to steal. I would be focusing on that airstrike from Faza, but yeah, that's just me. But we do see Velocity currently showing us Guinevere. Will it be Guinevere though? Nope. Velocity swapping around. So this does mean that we should see a potential swap between Velocity and Super Light.
Yeah. It's gonna be Lucas or even Ruby. Yeah, could be a potential swap out. Though we will wait to see. It is that swap out as expected. Suyu as the final pick there in the jungle for the side of Team Mauritius. Now the question is, do we expect to see Fanny go in for an early jungle invade? Well, we will know that based on the buff. If Fanny is going for the red buff, it's definitely no jungle invade. But even then with the blue buff, it's not always the best option, since about 2 patches ago, was it? 2 or 3 patches ago, where Munton made the change to the jungle, where it's so difficult to go for these early game invades.
That was 2 patches ago, bro. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time. This has been the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the do or die situation in the grand finals between Team South Africa up against Team Mauritius. It is time to get that like, share, and subscribe. Do it now. Smash it. Love it. And we do appreciate the support. And also go into the first match. Second match.
So this is all to play for. South Africa up against Mauritius. South Africa winning the first game. Mauritius hoping to draw the series even. IESF just helping out the Suyu in the jungle here. Fanny has gone for the blue buff. Well, as you can see, they are looking like they might go for a bit of an early game invade, Team SA. Especially with the Cho and the Ruby there. And so Fasa, Fanny just coming through, stealing that small camp away from the Suyu. Though Suyu, the only thing he'll be worried about is the fact that it's just delaying him with a little bit of gold. He will be able to pick up the litho in response. Meanwhile, Hylos is in the jungle, wants to put a lot of pressure. Oh, there's the knocker from the Kalia, the follow-up from Suyu, and it's first blood, Mauritius. And Hylos doing what the Hylos does best. Forces Velocity on that Cho back to the mid lane. As there's a quick rotation once more. Super Shady is like, hey, wait a minute, I'm in danger. The stun comes out. Will we see the taunt landing? He's trying to go in onto the Granger. This should be another kill. Granger gets the kill. But Fanny doesn't have the cutthroat to go in, so doesn't want to go in for a potential pickoff at this moment in time. Was forced back to and called to caused to retreat with Hylos invading the jungle.
But definitely not taking that first loss very lightly, as we do see the engagement onto Fanny.
Fanny spinning around there, taken down quite low. Had to escape, didn't want to go in to try to get those stacks built up and go for the cutthroat. Meanwhile, Velocity is easy. He's camping around here. He's going to trust the Ruby to delay this objective. There's the engagement here onto the Ruby. However, Ruby cannot sustain through all three. As we switch back up to the gold lane, it's going to be the knock-up onto the Granger. Super Shady with the follow-up, but I think this is going to be an uncontested turtle going the way of Team Mauritius. They've got 3 kills to the good. They've picked up a 1.5k gold lead. They're engaging onto the Fasa, forcing Fasa back. And Valentina, as you said previously, Skarpskenkel, going to steal that feathered airstrike. The continuation of this fight is in here. They're forcing Harold back onto the turret. The feathered airstrike, the stolen one from the Valentina there. As a lot of damage was done, but nobody being taken down. Meanwhile, in the XP lane, the recall spams are coming out. Kalia is trying to sustain against this Ruby. Going in, it's a 1v1. Tsunami slam, flicker back from the Ruby. Armor Fended comes out, but nothing doing. It's just a lot of action, but nobody dead.
Yeah, so at the 3-minute mark, we do see Team Mauritius having that 1.8k gold, make that 1.9 gold lead, as well as the 3 kills advantage. How will Team South Africa respond to this early game onslaught from Team Mauritius?
Right, so Valentina does have that ult up and ready, waiting to steal something from somebody. The mid lane battle continues. Team Mauritius do have the advantage right now, going closer to Tochi. Oh, there's going to be Fanny into the mix here. They want to get the stuns off, but has to retreat back to the safety of the turret Lindo. Meanwhile, there is a camp here from the Cho. He wants to go in. Suyu checking those bushes. They're scouting out. They've got the stuns. They've got the control. Cho trying to dance around the walls is taken out of the equation. That's 4-0 to the favor of Mauritius. They've switched up gears here in the second game.
Yeah, indeed. So that gold lead just extending more. We do see the stolen ult from Valentina. Oh, the engagement onto Chow. Oh, Ruby, I would say, as Hylos gets the kill onto Ruby, but the engagement continues to non-plan onto Fanny with an airstrike from Faza. Oh, gets the pick off onto Gosu Akaidu with the Kalia.
Yeah, so it's South Africa finally getting a kill onto the board here. Taking on Kalia. It is 5-1 in the favor of Team Mauritius. They still have that 1.5k goal lead. The turtle is up. as we're waiting for Cho. Gets the knock up onto the Hylos. Fasa is in there. There's the stolen feathered airstrike. Hylos, glorious pathway, cannot escape the attentions of the Fanny. But Fanny using that high mobility, fast fingers, quick cables to get out. And then heal back, move back into position. Right now, there's the engagement here. Onto the Granger, way off the dragon, underneath the turret. Harith trying to do some damage here. But the feathered airstrike from the Fasa comes in just to take out the Granger. Super Shady on the Harith, he's going to have to recall from the bush. Somehow, Lindo manages to survive as well. But Team South Africa, they're back into the mix. It's a super light front lining for the team as they manage to pick off three 3-for-0 exchange going the way of Team SA. Turtle being started up.
Yeah, and we do see Team South Africa also shredding that gold lead that Team Mauritius then have. However, this second turtle of this match will go in favor of Team South Africa. There is no entrance here for Team Mauritius as the engagement onto Hylos. We have the dragon onto Granger, just keeping him away. We do see the Death Sonata coming in from Granger. However, the Harris does pick up the second turtle of the match. The engagement continues. Harris and Granger changing Ruby as the pickoff is onto Ruby.
Harith also being taken down. Nicely executed team fight by the side of Team Mauritius. But at the same time, we are seeing one of the potentials. This is why a Fanny is such a dangerous hero. You look at that, the split push ability. But in the mid lane, there's a lot of pressure being placed here by the Granger. He wants to try and take this mid lane turret. Show trying to clear the way, but Granger securing that objective for his team.
Yeah, so that's two tier 1 turrets just taken down just before and just past the 6-minute mark. Fanny doing already did damage onto that tier 2 turret. However, we do see the rotations going on to the gold lane.
This is a very, very high pressured match here. It is the second game. There's Fanny. One trying to get the cutthroat off. But the feathered airstrike stolen from this the Valentina, as it was Choo-Choo MC just zoning everybody away. I actually thought that was the Valentina with the stolen one, but it wasn't. There's Fanny going in here onto the Kalia. Kalia just using that mobility to escape. As Team SA2 have taken down the 2 tier 1 turrets in the side lane, but this mid lane is where the map is still opened up for the side of Mauritius. So even though the kills are in the favor of Mauritius, the gold lead is pretty even, and so the match, I would say, is pretty even.
Yeah, indeed. So we do see both teams setting up here for a team fight here in the mid lane. We do see Fanny using the cables to set the potential wrap over the engagement onto Hylos. Glorious pathway is committed to an airstrike onto Kalia. However, Fanny is into the backline. She gets a pick off onto Fanny. The floor onto Valentina. Fargo picking up a double kill. However, Hylos and Granger so low. Will we see that follow up?
No, it's a 3-for-1 exchange. South Africa, having taken what they needed to, decide to go back to take this neutral objective, taking down the third and final turtle of the game. And then with that, they will hope to continue this bit of a gold lead that they've built up, which is up in about 2k gold lead. Ruby just healing back up using the jungle creeps. Healing up and providing vision. There's the engagement here. As usual, the glorious pathway is out there. Faster trying to escape, but it's the Death Sonata shut down from the Granger. The chase is on here. Ruby manages to reposition herself and get back to safety.
Yeah, so we do see the kills being evened out. However, Team South Africa has that 1.5k gold lead, or make that 1.2k gold lead. But we do see the cables coming in from Fanny. The knock up from Kalia, nothing doing.
The flicker being burnt out though, so next 2 minutes no flicker, and that could prove to be vital for Team SA, because it's going to be the turtle, the Lord being up soon. But they dive underneath the turret. However, the counter engagement is there. Feathered airstrike comes out, but doesn't catch too many people. The glorious pathway being used to create just that right amount of mobility so that Team Mauritius, having the pickoff, can disengage. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we're watching Fanny going on to the Kalia. The cutthroat comes out. Tsunami slam is there. Can Kalia heal back up? No, the Fanny gets the kill. The fight is in here into the jungle. Stolen feathered airstrike from Darken on the Valentina. There's a knock up from the Cho there onto 2. It's the real feathered airstrike this time round from the from Juju MC. But Fanny into the mix, spinning around, cutthroat, left, right, and center. Actually, going to hit one, I know that, right? I just like to say left, right, and center as they get another pickoff kill. It's everybody taken down. 20 seconds to the Lord.
You know, I mean, most spams coming through from Team South Africa. The glorious pathway is committed. Landing onto Superlight, Featherized airstrike from Faza onto Granger. The kill. Faza getting the double kill, standing with the cutthroat onto Kalia. That is a 3. That's a full team wipe in favor of Team South Africa. We will see them blocking these shields.
Yeah, so tier 3 shield, tier 3 turret has been taken down. The mid lane shield has been taken down as well. The Lord is up. South Africa have switched up gears here. They are in position to try to end this game early. They want to go for it all. The whole kit and caboodle. They want to put the pressure on right now. We will see Fanny going for a blue buff, making sure you gotta have the energy around such a massively important objective as the Lord, especially with the ability to end the game. Shady on the Harith gets that push up on the top lane. It's Vasa just zoning away with that feathered airstrike. Ooh, Hylos into the mix there as he gets taken down extremely quickly. Ruby picking up that Queen's Wings, so we'll have a large degree of survivability. For Team Mauritius, they're not even opting to go for the contest here. Suyu split pushing on the top lane. It looks like Mauritius want to go for a bit of a defense. Oh, there's going to be a cancelled feathered airstrike onto the Natalia there from Juju MC. Will that prove to be costly?
Yeah.
Well, we get to see as there's Suyu going in onto the Harren. There's the knocker from the Kalia. A mid lane wave coming through. The Lord is in pushing slowly on the top lane. Lindo is going for the split push. There's Cho into the mix, gets stunned up. The feathered airstrike, but it's arm offended, pulling everybody close together. Harris is into the mix. The stolen feathered airstrike from Docket is there as the counter engage, as it's going to be 2 taken down from Mauritius, 1 from South Africa. The Lord is making way to the base. There's so much damage going left, right, and center here. Can they get the lock onto the base? Team SA, they're trying to do this. The Mauritius, they're on the defense. However, look at this from Superlight, sustaining through so much. The feathered airstrike is into the mix once more. The Lord is almost taken down. This final tier 2 turrets are there as we're watching Fatty just melt one up there. Lindo securing the objective, wants to go in, dancing it on, gets the cutthroat. Oh, but not enough to take down the high loss. But all the tier 3 turrets have been removed. But we should see South Africa retreat with Mauritius respawning up.
Obviously the set from Suyu coming on to all the feathered airstrike coming in from Faza. However, Ruby is taken down by the Granger. They were chasing Faza there, but Team Mauritius need to be careful. We nearly saw the minions picking up MVP on that Nexus for Team South Africa.
Yeah. When was the last time we had a minions MVP?
The match in Immortal Order versus... It was on the most wanted list.
Yeah. Alright, so Team South Africa sticking it on the mid lane. It's just going to be... Oh, there's the engagement here. The feather airstrike with a follow-up. Just bombarding everybody. But it's only going to be Easy taken down. However, Harrod on that dance around the backline there, trying to do so much damage for the team. It's going to be a continuation of the fight. Mega kill for the Fasa, but it's a shutdown as the Death Sonata comes through. It's a 2-for-2 exchange overall.
That's just great to see all the set coming in from Suyu onto Super Shady. However, Suyu is taken down by Super Shady. That's a double kill coming in for Harris. As Granger is also eliminated, we will see Team South Africa focusing on the Nexus here and push for the end after recall fab.
Yeah. So that was game, set, match. That's it. It's all over. South Africa take the victory, take the trophy, take the W in this best of 3, winning it out in clean sweep fashion, 2-0. Team Mauritius can take a bow, however, Skapskeko. They definitely can take a bow. They did do an excellent job here for their team. For their country, representing. The second match here was quite intense. Very, very close.
Yeah, that is true, bro. For a second there, I thought Team Mauritius with that early game onslaught that Mauritius had onto Team South Africa. I thought that was going to be it will take us into the sudden death round in this best of three. However, I mean, what do we say in each and every stream? It ain't over till the cookie crumbles. Anything can happen at any point of the time of the match. However, Team South Africa getting the clutch turn there. It was a back and forth for a moment there, but Team South Africa just proving to be better at the
is true. Very, very strong performance from them throughout the duration of this IESF test matches. So I'm sure I saw the MSSA in the chat. I'm sure they're proud of their boys taking home the victory, taking home the trophy. But Skenkel, bit of an early end to the streams for us.
Yeah, that is it, bro. So we can have a short break. Viewers, this is not going to be all for us today. As you do know, the most wanted list does continue at 7 p.m. tonight. However, me and Wade, we will be taking a bit of a break. As you know, we casted for over half a day yesterday. So you'll have some new fresh voices onto the channel. So please come in and show the support there. But another round of applause to Team South Africa, and a special thanks to MSSA and the IESF. Thank you for giving us and, well, allowing us to stream the national games for both Zimbabwe and South Africa. It was a privilege and a 100% a honor for us at Waylander Gaming. I hope we get to do this again.
Yes. So once again, thank you to all the viewers for tuning in to watch. Congratulations to the team from SA Proteas taking yet another victory here in the esports scene for in Southern and Central Africa. So well done to them. But from myself, Waylander, Skenkel, and the Waylander team, we're gonna have to say goodbye to you for now. We will see you all on the most wanted list Mlbb custom tournament stream taking place at 7 p.m. tonight. But I hope you have a lovely weekend, or the rest of this weekend to come. We will see you all later. Thank you.